everybody. And yeah, as we're going to be meditating together today. But it's really good, actually, just as you arrive, just to, in a sense, get comfortable where you're going to be meditating. So making a little adjustments you might need on your seat. And also just get a sense of the room. So you could have a look around you, just having a sense of where you are. Because we're not meditating anywhere, are we? We're meditating in a particular room, in a particular place, at a particular time. So you could just take that in for a few moments. And yeah, make any small adjustments you might need to your posture. And maybe what we'll do is, before I talk about the meditation, the main meditation we're going to do, we'll just do a short meditation just to help us arrive fully. So we'll just meditate for about 10 minutes or something like that. So you could close your eyes, just closing the eyes now. Just do a meditation to help us settle down. And you could connect with the feeling of the body, sat on the chair, the weight of the body, pressing down. So it can feel a bit like we spend our lives living in our heads. So when we meditate, it's really good to allow your awareness to sink down into your body, into the physical sensations of the body. Maybe noticing your bum on the cushion or chair, your feet on the floor. Maybe if you're sat cross-legged, you notice your knees against the ground. Maybe also noticing the breathing, the in-breath and the out-breath. And we'll just gradually move through the body, doing a body scan, as it's known, just as a way of helping us fully arrive here. So you could feel your face, forehead, your eyes. Notice your eyes just relaxing from the world of looking and seeing. Your cheeks, your lips. Maybe they're moist or they're dry. Just notice that. Your chin, the sides of the head, the ears. The whole head. Whole head is just a kind of orb of sensation. In fact, it's not even quite right to call it an orb, because when we've got our eyes closed, we don't really know what shape our head is. It's just sensation. Tingling, coolness, warmth. And we'll descend downwards through the neck into the shoulders. Shoulders just filling with awareness. Don't try and relax your shoulders. That actually makes you more tense. Just feel your shoulders. And then the awareness can flow down into the arms, the elbows, the lower arms and the wrists, and into the hands. Maybe notice your hands. Maybe they're pressing against each other or they're in your lap. Notice the sensations in the hands. And the torso now, so allowing your body, your torso to fill with awareness. Noticing the chest and the belly, rising and falling with the breath. The back of the body. Spend a few moments just noticing any sensations in your back. See if you can notice the breathing in the back. Notice the back moving with the breath. And allowing the awareness to flow down into the buttocks, sitting bones. Around the pelvic region. Into the legs. Big thigh muscles. Knees. And then the awareness just flows down into the lower legs. The calves, shins, ankles. And the feet. So maybe you notice your feet pressing against the floor. Try now just to be aware of the whole body. So it's a bit like you've just taken a step back and you're just surveying the whole body, all the body sensations. You can also have a sense of the ground below you. Stretching out thousands of miles in every direction. Probably going down thousands of miles as well. The earth beneath you. Maybe you also notice sounds. It can be another thing we can be aware of. Maybe there's sounds in your home, sound of my voice. Also light coming through your closed eyelids if you've got your eyes closed. It's another thing we can be aware of. It's not completely dark behind the eyes. There's colour and shape. You can notice that. So it's a bit like we've got a sphere of awareness. That's how I describe it. And within this sphere, there's the body. there's sounds, there's sights. So we can have a spacious awareness that includes the body, but also includes the space around us through our senses. Now just gradually bringing the practice to close, but doing so in a way that preserves any mindfulness or awareness that we've developed. So open your eyes gently, reconnect with the room and me in the screen. Try and keep that sense of the body, sense of awareness. So I'm just going to say a few things about the practice we're going to do now, the Metta Bhavana. And then we'll do the practice itself. So some of you may have heard this before if you're familiar with the practice, but maybe not. So Metta Bhavana is, Metta means something like kindness or friendliness. And Bhavana means to cultivate, to bring into being. So we're trying to cultivate or develop this feeling of kindness, friendliness, sometimes called loving kindness, metta. That's sometimes how it's translated. But really, although it's called that, really what we're trying to do with the meditation is we're just trying to connect with the humanity of both ourselves and other people. We're trying to open to our own humanity, and we're trying to open to the humanity of others. Really, that's all we need to do, I think. I don't think we need to create anything. We just need to connect with the fact that both ourselves and other people, we all ultimately want the same things. We want to be happy. We don't want to suffer. We want to have meaningful relationships. We want to feel valued. We want to have meaning in our lives. We want to feel our lives are growing and developing, going somewhere. So really that is, I more and more relate to the practice like that we're just trying to connect with our own humanity and the humanity of other people. And if we can do that, then there's naturally a sense of goodwill, a sense of human solidarity. Sometimes I think about it like a sense of we're all kind of in this life together. So I think that's the way I'd like to approach the practice today, focusing on just connecting with our own humanity, the humanity of others, and a sense of human solidarity, that we're all in this life together. And we'll do the practice. We'll do the practice in 4 stages. So in the first stage, we'll connect with ourselves, with our own humanity. And then we'll do that for a while. And then we'll bring to mind a good friend. And we'll connect with their humanity, with the fact they also want to be happy, they don't want to suffer. And then we'll bring to mind in the third stage someone we don't know very well. So it could be, yeah, someone who you see around, maybe you work with them, maybe they are a neighbor to you. Sometimes I put my neighbors in this category. I don't really know the detail of their lives, but they're someone who, yeah, I see around, but I have no strong feelings about positively or negatively. We call them the neutral person. And then I think we'll just dispense with the last stage today. We won't do the difficult person. We'll just, from that point, we'll just connect with the humanity of all of the beings. Well, all of the humans in the first instance, and then from there we'll move on and connect with all of the beings, all of the living things. So I hope that sounds good and interesting. And yeah, we'll meditate for about 20-25 minutes, something like that. So just use a moment, if you like, just to stretch your legs if you need to. Maybe you don't, but you've just got a few moments now. And for those people that are going straight into the meditation, you could just connect with your body again. You could maybe close your eyes. So just turning the attention, the awareness inwards for a moment, into the body, the felt sense of the body. The weight of the body. We're so used to referring to thought in the way we interact with the world. We can feel like thoughts are facts. When we meditate, of course, thinking is really important, and we need it. We don't want to dispense with it, but we don't want to over rely on it. So try and get a sense of the awareness, your awareness, just unhooking from thought, and instead resting in the body. So it's a bit like your awareness is descending downwards into the body. And also reconnecting with this sense of spaciousness through sound and light. And also, as we move into the practice, we just start also connecting to how we feel. Maybe allowing the awareness to linger for a while around your heart. Don't think about it as a biological heart, just have a sense of your heart center around the chest. Just taking a moment to check in with how you feel. Here you are, you're this living, breathing human being. This soft kind of animal, as it were. So connecting with the soft animal of your heart, your body. We can also connect with the fact that we really want to be happy and we really don't want to suffer. We deeply want happiness, meaning, connection. We deeply want to feel like our lives are growing and developing. And we can also connect with the fact that it's hard to find those things. Happiness, meaning, connection are difficult things to find. And just spending the next few minutes just wishing yourself well. Sometimes I just imagine that there's a warm light kind of radiating from my heart, and it's just going through my body. It's a bit like we're just opening to kindness. We're just opening to the fact that we deeply want to be happy. We deeply don't want to suffer. And that is difficult. Being a human being is difficult. If we can really connect with the truth of that, sometimes we can just find that a sense of openness, warmth, kindness can just arise. Don't actually need to do anything. So staying connected with the body, with this sense of spaciousness. As we move into the second stage of the practice, and we just bring to mind a good friend, so someone who is reasonably easy for you to have positive feeling for. I'm going to suggest that we don't worry too much about making anything happen. You just have an image of your friend in your mind. Or maybe even just have a sense of them being here with you in some way. And connecting with the fact that they really also want to be happy. They really don't want to suffer. And they probably don't find that very easy. Probably find that quite difficult. So you could just do it by just trying to open to their humanity. And just see what happens, see what arises. And again, if you'd like to use the image of warm light radiating from your heart to theirs, you could do that instead. The main thing is just to keep coming back, first of all, to your body, to the sense of space, and then to your friend every time you get distracted. Just keep coming back kindly but persistently. Keep just trying to open to your friend's humanity and this common human experience that both you and your friend share. And be quite sensitive to anywhere in the body where there's a sense of openness, warmth, pleasure even. It's really important that we notice positive feeling when we meditate, but particularly when we do this practice of cultivating kindness. Sometimes we can notice how much better it feels when we feel connected with other people. We feel open to another person's life, their humanity. But maybe that's not happening, and that's totally fine as well. We're just staying open and mindful of whatever is occurring in our experience as we contemplate our friend. And letting them fade from view now. Maybe just connect again with your body, your whole body. For a few moments. How's your posture? Do you need to make any small adjustments? And then just bringing the neutral person to mind. Someone we don't know very well. Just bringing them to mind now. Could have an image of them, or maybe just a sense of them being there with you. And connecting with the fact that even though you don't know very much about this person, you do know they're a human being. And as a human being, they probably really want to be happy and really don't want to suffer. And in that way, they're exactly like you, they're exactly like your good friend. Just seeing if you can open to their humanity for this next few minutes. Feeling free to use the image of warm light radiating from your heart to theirs if you find that more helpful. So we're not trying to do anything in particular, we're just trying to get a sense of this neutral person. Maybe in the background, you're just getting a sense of their life, the ups and downs of their life. The fact that things probably go well for them sometimes, and then at other times they find life quite difficult. Again, that is exactly the same as you and your friend. And then from here, just allowing the friend to come back in and yourself. So getting a sense of all three people now. Yourself, the good friend, the neutral person. And then gradually just expanding outwards into the world. Again, no need to do anything in particular, just have a sense of all the other beings around you, your neighbours, and those that are neighbours to them, the streets, the town or city. Just getting a sense of all those other people whose lives have ups and downs, joys, sorrows. All just looking for happiness and trying to escape suffering, doing the best. And just expanding outwards then, out into the world. Just having a sense of boundless kindness or boundless openness. Boundless connection. We're all connected in seen and unseen ways. Could even include animals and the natural world if you like, just noticing the connections we have there as well. And then just relaxing, making any effort for the last minute or so. Seeing if you can just sit in this boundless open space, this boundless web of connection. And when you're ready, just bring in the practice to a close. Gently opening the eyes, moving the body. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming to the class. Before we end the YouTube stream and you invite any questions, I just say, as I always do, that yeah, these classes are free and I hope you get benefit from them, and please keep coming if you're getting benefit and you enjoy it. Yeah, and if you can help us financially during this really tricky time for the Buddhist Centre, you can make a donation. Wherever you access the class from, you can make a donation there. It is really appreciated, and yeah, will really help us reopen, which we're hoping to do on the 1st of September, at least in some form, probably just for a day a week initially. And yeah, we do have courses. We do have courses, and the next course is starting on October, early October. You can get details of that on the website anyway, online. They're probably going to be online because we just can't predict how it's going to be. So we're just going to run these ones online, and then maybe we'll get something in person a bit later if we can. You know, we're all still in lockdown kind of in Manchester. So but yeah, do have a look at that. They're a really good way of just going more in depth with meditation, and if you're interested in Buddhism, you can learn